Okay, fiery Spaceballs He Can't See. Take 37. Eat your own time, Chris Love.
Across untold billions of miles of space, and from who knows where, a stream of rock had been on a non-stop collision course with Earth, and last Friday it finally made violent contact with our planet in a sudden fiery journey's end. The problem is, I can't see it. 3 nights ago, on Friday the 7th August, it had been better. Much better. I lay excitedly in pieces of sun-dried dog dew randomly scattered around, silently suffering the lawn's coarse prickly thorns and infant stinging nettles. Yes, you should have worn that long-sleeved t-shirt. I spied something moving fast, unblinking, a satellite. I watched as it tore silently across the sky, and then another, off to the right above the apple tree. It could well have been the International Space Station. I swear I thought I saw a flag. And then, a few minutes later, after a full half hour of lying there, the first one came.
It's here!
The cry of Warrant Officer Ellen Ripley, lumbering into the prison canteen in Alien 3, just before Commander Andrews is pulled up into the air vent. It's here at last. It's here. Wow. That was fantastic. The whatever it was streaked across the sky, coming from the northeast, heading southwest, and died directly above me. A trail that came and went in probably less than a second. But I've seen a few shooting stars, and that really was the biggest. Bloody massive, really. At least the size of a large truck or a small American car. I lay back with a new hope. They were here, and they were coming. The scientists had been right. Those eggheads really do know their stuff. They've got everything worked out already. I shifted my prone body towards the direction it had come from. The back of my head made contact with something soft, and accursed general animal carbon-based life forms. Could they not use toilets like the rest of us? Why had no one yet invented a pet-friendly toilet? Had the Chinese? These questions crossed my mind as I vowed to clear things up before the next night's spectacle, and once again carefully kicked back and looked up. By now, after 40 minutes outside, I could clearly make out the Milky Way rising up from the east and stretching up above me, and the night sky was that familiar marvel, when suddenly the air was torn asunder by a blinding light, not from a hitherto unexpected comet's arrival, or indeed a nuclear blast, but by the brilliant white glare of my neighbour's 2000-watt halogen outside security lamp. Even while on holiday, they were managing to make their presence felt. They may have taken their rabid bark at a shadow dog and high shrieking round the pool children, and laid off the all summer long building team, but by God, they had left their lamb to do its job. There was nothing for it but to carefully get up and go inside, into the comparative dark of the kitchen, and wait. I figured it was either on a timer, or something with 2 or 4 legs that set it off. After 20 minutes or so, I checked to see if it was once more as nature intended, and torch in hand, the better to spot any of nature's obstacles, I walked back towards my earlier spot and lay down on the carpet of thorn grass and spawn of the devil prickles to get comfortable. The ground's not only bad, it slopes on both axes, north to south and east to west for good measure. I lay with my feet higher than my head. A cat on my stomach, a dog to my left. 10 minutes ticked past. Another 5. Nothing, not even a cheap Chinese satellite. Suddenly, the dark moonless night was once again shattered by the security light. I rolled over and decided to either shoot the light or call it a night. Settling on the more sociable approach, I decided the comet-like trails would wait until tomorrow, Saturday night. But, oh dear, Saturday was cloudy, and so was the night. Sunday arrived and did nothing but rain all day. We saw not 1 cubic centimeter of blue sky before a hidden sun dipped below the western horizon. This cannot be happening, a voice inside my head moaned. It's not as if, whenever there's eclipse, it's spoiled by bad weather. Everyone knows whenever there's an eclipse, it's always perfect conditions over Europe. I remembered Cornwall in 1999, and that wall of cloud. Well, apart from 99. But meteor showers, it's not supposed to be like this. Not every time. It's not possible. We've just had an 8-week heat wave, and I've seen so many stars in the clear-skied evenings. I feel I know many of them personally. And while we suffered those hot and oppressive single-sheet-on-the-bed nights, the shower of space rubble hurtling towards us at 35,000 miles per hour was falling into a synchronized dance of cloud-blanket death with an as yet unformed Atlantic storm front. Unseen forces were at work to make sure the spectacle of burning space rubble would remain, as ever for me anyway, shrouded in mystery. Maybe next time, but then we'll have more moon, and as likely as not, as much cloud. Still, there's always tomorrow night. We may get back to black and white instead of grey. Fingers crossed.